Tracy, what are you doing?
Why are you here?
So, before we start this story, why don't we start it all the way from the start, shall we? This is a story about Tracy, an adventurous, social butterfly and curious girl who will start a new journey in a new country. She is currently a degree student in the Technology Engineering faculty. She went as an exchange student to University Tun Hussein on Malaysia with no friends around, and she was quite nervous, but at the same time excited to learn many things in this new country. As proud and young Malaysians, HAZREN and his friends will give Tracy the best and unforgettable memories in this foreign country by planning a short trip together. Little that she knows, this short trip will change Tracy's life and her whole perspective about Malaysia and become the best memories in her life.
Heidi, who is Tracy's best friend in the Philippines. They are from the same village and secondary school there. Most of their time they spend together since they have the same passion, which is they want to be a successful person and be proud of their village. However, Tracy has a good advantage to further her study overseas. They both promise that they will not forget each other and bring new hope to their family. The time has come when ABDUL takes his responsibility to send Tracy to the Nino Aquino International Airport before flying to Malaysia.
Thanks for sending me all the way to the airport. It's almost my boarding time to Malaysia.
It's my pleasure to help you, Tracy. I hope that you will enjoy your long journey in your life to continue studying in Malaysia. Don't forget to always take care of yourself there. I hope that you always be eager to study and don't forget me as your best friend while you're there too.
I will call you when I have settled here, so please don't worry. I always remember my friends who were in the Philippines. You are the best during my time.
Oh, by the way, let me help you during the luggage. Make sure you don't leave any important items or documents before boarding the plane. Do you have your passport?
Okay, sure. I got my passport here. Thank you for lifting my luggage.
So Tracy, I will leave you here since I can go further. This boarding line and immigration officer. Again, have a safe journey and don't forget, if you have any problem in study environment, then just call me. Goodbye, Tracy.
A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Being an exchange student is not easy for everyone, since we need to stay far away from our beloved family as well as the country of our birthplace for the sake of continuing our study. It is the first time for Tracy being an exchange student in University Tun Hussein on Malaysia. She was so happy and anxious at the same time, like people stay for team favor the ball. Firstly, when she's arrived, she met Dr. Akila, who is in charge as her academic advisor as long as she was at the university.
Hi, you must be Tracy, right? From the exchange student program. I am Dr. Akila, the academic advisor while you're here. I'm also the one responsible while you're here with us.
Hi, yes, I am. Nice to meet you, Doctor.
Your new classmates are waiting in the lecture hall. I'll introduce you to the rest of the class. We shouldn't make them wait any longer, shall we?
As soon as they meet, Dr. Akila brought Tracy to meet her new classmate. All start is difficult. Making a new friend is not as easy as ABC, since it needs a lot of time for Tracy to feel comfortable in a new place. But she always remember her mom saying, self-help is the best way to success. And it made her believe everything will be okay as long as she tries her best to move forward.
Hello and good day everyone. Before we start our class today, I have someone to introduce you all to. This is Tracy, the student from the exchange student program. She is from the Philippines. and we will be your new classmate for the rest of the semester. I hope you'll get along with her.
Thank you, Doctor, for kind introduction. I'm Tracy. Thank you, everyone, for the warm welcome.
It's my pleasure, Tracy. Enjoy your study here with your new classmate. Hope you can get yourself well soon. If there's any problem with anything, please don't hesitate to contact me or any of your fellow classmates.
Sure, Doctor.
Freedom has its life in the heart. Take action, the spirit of man, and so it must be daily earned and refreshed. Else, like a flower cut from a life-giving root, it will wither and die. Dwight D. Eisenhower. As a Malaysian student, we should know everything about our country since our soldiers have done their best to free our country from being colonized. In this scene, Tracy met Azhan, which is a UTHM student. Azhan tells Tracy about UTHM and also proudly tell everything about Malaysia.
Hi, I'm Tracy.
Hi Tracy, my name is Azhan and welcome to UTHM. Nice to meet you. I hope you are settling here in Malaysia well. If there's anything, you can ask away.
Nice to meet you as well. Well, I have a couple questions.
Sure, of course. What question did you want to ask? I will try to answer them.
For starter, what does UTHM stand for? What's special about UTHM?
Okay, well, UTHM stands for University Tun Hussein on Malaysia. UTHM takes its name from a Malaysian statesman who was always the third Prime Minister of Malaysia. UTHM is one of the public universities in the Malaysia primarily focusing on engineering and technology, and the Chancellor is the Sultan of Johor. One of the most prominent thing about UTHM is the library. Although the library is located at the campus which is in Batu Pahat, you still can visit there. Tunku Tun Aminah Library is one of the largest academic libraries in Malaysia and is named after the Sultan's only daughter. Lovely, isn't it?
Oh, I see. What a nice history. Then, can you tell me more about Malaysia since I will be spending my time here?
The country is made up of two landmasses, Peninsula Malaysia and Malaysian Borneo. Malaysia is one of the most multicultural countries in Southeast Asia. The main races who make up Malaysia's citizens are Malay, Chinese and Indian, but there are also many minor races including the Iban, Dayak and Kadazan. All of us live in a harmonious environment. We were officially an independent country on 31 August 1957, also known as National Day or Independence Day, declared by our first Prime Minister Tunku Abdul Rahman.
Oh, that's interesting. Do you have a national flag?
Yes, we do. Our national flag is called Jalur Gemilang with a crescent moon and star represent Islam, the official religion of Malaysia. And the 14 red and white stripes represent the equal status in the federation of the 13 member states and the federal territories, while the 14 point of the star represent the unity between these entities. Oh, and we also have national flower, the red hibiscus. Furthermore, the 5 conspicuous petals of the hibiscus equally fit comfortably with the 5 principles of the Rukun Negara. Also, Malaysia has a unique rotating monarchy system in which 9 ethnic Malay state rulers take turn as a king for 5-year terms. Oh, and fun fact about Malaysia, the famous and iconic Petronas Tower in Kuala Lumpur hold the Guinness World Record for the world's tallest twin buildings. In fact, the Petronas Tower used to be the tallest building in the world but still remain the tallest twin buildings.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. Now, I know why Malaysia is a great country. Thank you for the explanation, Azhan.
It's just a small matter, Tracy. Actually, it's an honor to have an international student like you coming here.
Malaysia has numerous festivals and celebrations, most of which are either religious or cultural in origin and are swamped in tradition and ritual. This celebration brings peace and joy to humanity and break the monotony of life. A country where one can experience a multitude of cultural celebrations and festivals, and most importantly, a variety of advertising food all year round. Almost every month of the year, tourists and locals alike immerse themselves in one celebration or another, thanks to the diverse cultural practice we have. Not to be forgotten, Tracy, who is walking around Johor with her friend, has learned new things about culture and festival in Malaysia.
So Tracy, how do you feel about the local vibe here so far?
Thank you, June and Wawa, for taking me for a walk around here. I really like it and the view is very good.
Yeah, it's nothing. There are still many more things that you haven't discovered yet around here.
I'm agree with you, June. In Malaysia, we actually have multiple cultures, race, ethnic, and religion in Southeast Asia.
Wow, may I know what the red thing is hanging there?
Oh, of course. That's the Chinese lantern. In ancient China, Chinese lanterns were a symbol of national pride that was used to provide light and as an aspect of worship. Nowadays, it was used for decoration as well as modern forms of celebration during major festivals for the Chinese. As you can see, there are many red lanterns that are highly raised by each and every family during the Chinese New Year in order to usher out the old year and bring forth the luck and prosperity of the new one.
I really like the color and bright light that come from lantern. Is there any meaning behind the color?
In Chinese culture, the colors of lanterns express different meanings yet are used for different occasions, such as yellow lanterns can bring good luck to people, green lanterns have meanings of health, prosperity, and harmony, white is related to death or funerals, and lastly, red lanterns represents wealth, fame, and prosperity. Generally, red lanterns are the most popular color lanterns that are used for occasions that are full of joy, such as weddings and family reunions. Young people are given money in colorful red envelopes too. Malays also will receive ang pao during the festivals, right, Wawa?
That's right, June. Mostly Malays call ang pao as duit raya on Eid Mubarak festival. But Malay people gave duit raya to the children when they had gathering with their family and visited their relatives and friends.
Wawa, can you tell more about Eid Mubarak celebration because it sounds very exciting.
Eid Mubarak marks the end of month of fasting from dawn to sunset as well as reflection. On Eid morning, a special prayer and big meal is usually the main event, but a lot of people celebrate by spending their time giving duit raya and visiting their friends and family while dressing with new best clothes and dig into the delicious traditional food like ketupat, lemak, and other traditional food.
Wow, so in Malaysia, there are various festivals celebrated such as Chinese New Year and Hari Raya celebration. Chinese New Year is celebrated by the Chinese and Hari Raya is celebrated by Muslim. That is very interesting. Thanks to both of you, Joe.
You are welcome. I hope that you can enjoy the uniqueness while you are here in Malaysia.
No, it's our pleasure to let you know more about our culture and traditions.
Being Malaysians means having an identity, but at the same time, every Malaysian, regardless of race, culture, or religion, is different and unique. Despite the difference, we are all bound by the knowledge that as a nation, we are still united through logat and delicious cuisine, right? Nothing brings people together like a good food. And I'm pretty sure that young people such as Tracy will fall in love with mama surroundings, good food, and the big screen of a football match.
Hello Tracy, we are very excited to talk to you. You know why? Because we don't always meet people from other countries. How about you when you come here? Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling shocked about our culture?
I was really nervous the first time when I arrived here, but I really like to learn and adapt with the situation in Malaysia. Oh, Nicole, Hisham, and Ken, may I have a little bit about languages that you use?
Of course! Despite the fact that the Malay language is the Malaysian national language, Chinese, Tamil, and English are also widely spoken. Mandarin is taught in the Malaysian Chinese schools, and it is widely used as a working language among the various Chinese ethnicities, particularly among the younger generations nowadays. In Malaysian towns and cities, there are various of Chinese languages that are spoken. For example, Cantonese is spoken in Kuala Lumpur, Ipoh, Kuantan, Seremban, and Sandakan, while Hokkien is spoken in Georgetown, Alostar, Klang, and Kuching. On the other hand, Hakka is spoken in Kota Kinabalu, while Teochew is spoken in Johor Bahru. Last but not least, Hainanese is spoken in Kuala Terengganu.
For Malay, we call it logat as slang. That has the same meaning with dialect. For Terengganu dialect, most of the word they put G at last, like chicken. In Malay we call it ayam, but they call it ayam. And when they talk, like they want to ask us, because they always put auk in their last sentence. In Kedah, Perlis, Rabinang, where most of people there use the same dialect, we call it Utara, where the word that have L, they change it with I, like awak hang kata sangat, hang kata sangat pasal apa? It mean why are you so pretty? It is very nice when you can learn one dialect, because a lot of foreigner can talk in Malay, and it is easy for them and for you to ask want to buy anything here.
Do you know that in the eastern part of Malaysia, there is another region of the country called the Borneo Islands, which consists of Sabah and Sarawak? I am Iban from Sarawak, and let me tell you, there are many kinds of culture in both Sabah and Sarawak. Even though I'm a Sarawakian, I do know some of Sabah's culture from my friends.
Oh my god, Kendrick, can you talk in Borneo slang? It sounds so unique.
Bah, boleh? In Sarawak, the most spoken language is Iban language and Sarawak Malay. If you listen to this both, it appears that it is almost the same, therefore, we can understand each other using any language. There are also others like Kayan, Kenyah, and others that I didn't know much about. In Sabah, most people would use Sabah Malay. This language is very interesting to hear, and if you learn it, you might as well put on some kaca. Sabah man there. Just kidding.
For example, me, right, Kendrick?
That's so funny. I also heard that Malaysia is very well known for flavorful cuisine, isn't it?
Absolutely yes. Our Malaysian Chinese cuisine is derived from the culinary traditions of our forefathers from China. Some of our local Chinese dishes couldn't even be found in China. Cantonese, Hokkien, Hainanese, Teochew, and Hakka cuisines are among the most popular ones. Let me list out some of the notable local Chinese dishes for you. First, bak kut teh, which is a pork rib soup with Chinese herbs. Char kway teow, dim sum, hae mee, also known as prawn mee, Hainanese chicken rice, yong tau fu, and also kolo mee, which is a Sarawakian egg noodle served in dark sauce, tomato sauce, or chili sauce.
Oh, Josie, I think you need to try Malay cuisine. Seriously. The first food that I suggest is nasi lemak. It is consists of rice cooked in coconut milk that is traditionally served with anchovies, cucumbers, peanuts, and boiled eggs. The dish is round up with addition of a spicy chili paste. We call it sambal, and invited as a perfect breakfast dish. Okay, for the best snack, for me is keropok teko, which is originally from Terengganu. It is usually made with macaron that was mixed with sago flour and water. After being fried and crispy, we dip in a sweet spicy sauce. Yummy, very delicious.
Why are you making me hungry? Hisham, I want to try it too. How about you, Kenji?
The exclusive part of Borneo is none other than its food. The cuisine is more traditional and varies by ethnic, and each of its tastes heavily unique taste. You know, Manok Tanso, it is a must try if you go to the villages here, and of course, the Sarawak layer cake, which you can see to be sold at airports and malls. I believe you will be attracted to its wonderful design, and not to mention its rich taste and vibrant colors that are interlaced with variety of East meets West flavors such as pandan, gula melaka, Cadbury chocolate, Horlicks, and red velvet, and even the fruity flavors.
So, Kendrick, what is your favorite food?
My personal summer food favorite will be the bambangan. It is a seasonal wild mango fruit which has a thick brown, but the flesh on the inside is bright yellow in color, and when ripe, and like any other mangoes, it can be eaten raw. Bambangan is sour in taste, where locals usually pickle it with a combination of salt, grated bambangan, seed, and chili.
Guys, I know there are so many things to share with Tracy right now, but it's getting quite late.
Your culture are very intriguing for me. I wonder what about tourist spots in Malaysia?
If you are asking about tourist spot, the best people to ask would be Fahmi and HAZREN. They know a lot about this stuff.
The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only one page. Quote by Saint Augustine. The definition of tourism is traveling to various popular tourist and heritage locations in the state, rural, city, or anywhere in the world. It helps us to learn the history and cultural heritage of the places or the country, which is passed on to the people from generation to generation. Travel is a fantastic experience and gives us some pleasure moments, as well as Tracy did not let her opportunity to join the trip with her friend in Terengganu.
We are now at Tasik Kenyang, located at Hulu Terengganu. It takes about an hour and 30 minutes from Terengganu city. Do you know that Tasik Kenyang is an artificial lake? Tasik Kenyang is not only about lake at all. It has also become one of the biggest tourist hotspots in Terengganu and the biggest in the rural area. HAZREN can explain a little bit about Tasik Kenyang to you, Tracy.
This rural area is very pretty. I'm really like.
Okay, Tracy, there are a lot of activities we can do here at Tasik Kenyang, such as camping, fishing, jungle trekking, and water sports. There are also campsites available for the tourists at Tasik Kenyang to camp while fishing and bathing in the waterfall. Other than that, water sport activities such as kayaking, rafting, jet skiing, and water sliding also available at Tasik Kenyang. Tasik Kenyang also hosts extreme sport events such as regatta, triathlon, four-wheel vehicle challenge, and motocross and mountain bike tournaments. There are a lot of activities we can do here while enjoying the beauty nature of Tasik Kenyang. While in the Terengganu city, which are far away from Tasik Kenyang, we have Terengganu Drawbridge. Did you know, Tracy? This bridge is the first drawbridge in Malaysia and the longest bridge in Terengganu. There are a lot of things we can do at this bridge, such as dinner at the top of the bridge, and we can also enjoy the view of the Terengganu city. At night, we can go to variety of food trucks. I think this is the perfect place to take wedding pictures or graduation pictures. They also organize a lot of activities here sometimes. There is also a beach along through this drawbridge known as Pantai Sebantake, or familiarly known as Miami Beach, Terengganu.
It's time I took a picture of this beautiful place as a memory.
Sure, we can take pictures of us too. What about you, Fahmi? Agree with you, Azri. We have to take a lot of pictures while we in Terengganu.
Thank you guys for today. See you guys soon.
Hi Tracy, what are you doing?
Why are you here?
Did you forget? We have been staying together in Malaysia since last month.
Why can't I forget? I was a lot of dreamy now.
What were you thinking just now?
You don't need to know. It's a secret.
Pull yourself together. I thought that you have an online meeting with your university friends right now.
Oh yes, let's open Google Meet now.
Tracy closed her laptop, taking a deep breath, hoping everyone doing their best in their lives, having better lives, and really grateful with her circle, with their positive vibes, their kindness, and were really helpful when she first time landing in Malaysia, when everything is different from her culture, and when everything seems new to her. All the memories will always bear in her mind, surviving in a hectic week, discussion with friends during the night, short escape trips, and more. The end.